One day ago, Zhao Jinyu was preparing to go to Imperial Palace. He knows that the amount of information one has with them is the key to winning while gambling. He knows that Zhao clan and Tian clan's delicate balance. Ji Xinghe will definitely sense an impending danger the moment he learns that the Zhao clan is hiding an expert. So Zhao Jinyu tried to calculate the cards both sides have. Blue Sparrow was looking at him working. After some time Blue Sparrow falls asleep on Zhao Jinyu's lap. When Zhao Jinyu realized that it's already morning, he thought that today he have to attend a banquet at the palace. What kind of scheme that idiot emperor is hatching? When Zhao Jinyu left his room, he was surprised to see Mu Luoxu in front of his room. When Zhao Jinyu asked her why did she come here, Mu Luoxu told him that she wanted to have breakfast with Zhao Jinyu, but she couldn't find him. She asked him if he going out somewhere. Zhao Jinyu told her that today, he's have to attend a banquet at the palace. He reasoned that he might as well leave his stomach empty and feast on the food there. Mu Luoxu was surprised to her that Zhao Jinyu told Mu Luoxu that he'll go wash his face first. He asked her to wait for him to come back. Suddenly Mu Luoxu called Zhao Jinyu husband. Zhao Jinyu's was surprised and embarrassed at the same time. Mu Luoxu touched Zhao Jinyu's cheeks and told him to please don't force him herself. No matter what problem he come across, always remember she is here for him. Mu Luoxu asked Zhao Jinyu to believe in her. Zhao Jinyu was blushing. He held Mu Luoxu's hand and said he'll be defending his wife. Mu Luoxu was thinking about it while running towards Imperial Palace. She miscalculated. She didn't thinking that Ji Xinghe was so quick to learn about the hidden expert hiding in the Zhao clan, and even conspired with Huang Yu to carry out this evil scheme. Some soldiers try to stop her from entering the palace, asking her about her identity. Mu Luoxu throw identity token at them, telling them to scram. Those soldiers were surprised to see the Tian clan's token. Mu Luoxu was hoping that her dummy husband don't fall for it. In a turn road, Mu Luoxu stopped because sees Zhao Jinyu coming her way. Zhao Jinyu and Mu Luoxu were surprised to see each other. Zhao Jinyu asked Mu Luoxu why is she here in the palace. Mu Luoxu hugged Zhao Jinyu tightly. Hang Yi also comes running from Zhao Jinyu's back. Mu Luoxu confused, thinking why is Hang Yi is here with Zhao Jinyu. Suddenly many soldiers comes running towards them, asking Zhao Jinyu to stop right now. They ask who gave Zhao Jinyu permission to be so brazen within the palace. Mu Luoxu was surprised. See them arrive so quickly. Mu Luoxu thought as expected of Ji Xinghe, he's well prepared. She thought that now that things have progressed this far, she can't hide it any longer. Mu Luoxu told soldiers to stop. She said she is the third imperial princess of the Zhou dynasty. Order all of them to stop. Both Hang Yi and Zhao Jinyu was surprised to see Mu Luoxu not acting like an idiot. Zhao Jinyu grabbed Mu Luoxu's hand to run away. He thought, is she silly? Why is she abandoning her character? While running, Zhao Jinyu told Mu Luoxu that he'll bring her out. When Mu Luoxu looks at Zhao Jinyu's back, she remembered for past life when Zhao Jinyu did the same thing. Mu Luoxu smiles, thinking, her husband is dummy. Even though he have never learned martial arts in this life, he is trying to protect her instead of himself. On the other hand, in the Imperial Palace, when Emperor told Unikai to stop Chun Yongzi's and Bai Chuan fight, Unikai jumped between them to stop. He make a barrier around himself to stop them. When Chun Yongzi and Bai Chuan saw him, both of them try to control their power. Even that was too much for Unikai. He was bleeding with his mouth. Chun Yongzi asked him why is he stopping them? What's the meaning of this? Emperor, asked his imperial uncle to please calm down. Emperor told Unikai to bring the two immortal Taoists and return first. He want to have a conversation with his imperial uncle. Unikai, who was injured, said yes, your majesty, and he returns with Chun Yongzi and Mu Jin. Ji Ruyuan told Emperor that if they don't kill that witch there will be a disaster. He asked Emperor if he not believe him. Emperor said of course, he believed Ji Ruyuan. But what if Emperor say, he want to spare her? Emperor was thinking about what Mu Jin told him. When Emperor was lost in his thoughts, Ji Ruyuan asked Emperor to please reconsider his decision. Ji Ruyuan said to Emperor that the world would be in chaos if that person is allowed to live. They must kill her. Emperor asked Ji Ruyuan if he ever heard of Heavenly Marshal. When Ji Ruyuan hear about Heavenly Marshal, he asked Emperor if mean the dynasty of Heavenly Marshal. Emperor said that's right. The dynasty of Heavenly Marshal that once unified the whole mainland. The unparalleled great Emperor of Heavenly Marshal. He gathered capable people and called upon the spiritual beasts to unite the land. But unfortunately, because of an unknown reason, the dynasty of Heavenly Marshal was annihilated entirely. Today, not a trace of it can be found. Ji Ruyuan asked the Emperor that, wasn't all of those just a legend? Emperor said not really. Emperor told Ji Ruyuan that he married concubine Mu because of her ancestral Spring Clan identity. The ancestral Spring Clan is the survivor of the Heavenly Marshal. Concubine Mu has provided him with proof of the existence of Heavenly Marshal. It's just that he spent years searching for it but never found any traces of the Heavenly Marshal relic. However, now that he think about it, there's a possibility that the Heavenly Marshal relic is hidden within the hidden Immortal Summit. Ji Ruyuan told Emperor to hold on. He asked Emperor if that witch tell him about this information. He told Emperor that that person is the Mars Calamity. How can he believe what she says? He asks Emperor if he thinks Jiriwan is talking nonsense. Emperor looks at Jiriwan with a serious face. He stand up and told his imperial uncle to don't worry. He said he believe in everything Jiriwan say. However, he want to know, do he have to follow everything he say? Emperor walked past Jiriwan. Jiriwan was nervous. He said he don't dare. Emperor said then, he have something he need Jiriwan assistance with. He told Jiriwan that, during the trip to the Hidden Immortal Summit, Jiriwan will be in charge of leading Emperor's troop. On the other hand, when Eunuch Hai take his leave, Chun Yangzi asked Mujin that Eunuch is gone, should they run away first? What if the Emperor changes his mind and decides to encircle them? Mujin told him that there is no need. Jisenge won't do that. Chun Yangzi asked her how can she be so sure. Mujin said she told Emperor the Heavenly Martial relic is hidden in the Hidden Immortal Summit. She said those who know about the legend of Heavenly Martial will know that there's a heavenly book in the dynasty of the Heavenly Martial. That book recorded the secret way how Heavenly Martial united the whole mainland. So there's no way Jisenge won't be interested in it. However, Jisenge's reaction was a bit off. Chun Yangzi asked her what does she mean. Mujin said, since they hid the information from him it could be considered lying to the Emperor. She asked Chun Yangzi that don't he think Emperor accepted it a little too casually on the other side. Jiriwan asked Emperor why is he taking the lead. Emperor said, because he trusts Jiriwan. Emperor said he know the intentions of those two are not that simple, but he need them to guide him during the Hidden Immortal Summit. However, once he's gotten what he want, Jiriwan can help him to get rid of them. Jiriwan said to Emperor that there will be a large crowd at that time. Wouldn't the Zhou dynasty become the Tai sect's enemy if someone decided to snitch on them? Emperor told Jiriwan to rest assured, because only Jiriwan and Emperor troops will be returning from the Hidden Immortal Summit. Jiriwan was surprised to hear that. Emperor said he've got another deal with those two. They promised to help him with removing the vassal state. He is sure they will be tired after killing all those people. And when the time comes by having Bai Chuan and the troops attack them, Jiriwan will undoubtedly be able to get rid of them. Jiriwan said to Emperor that, excluding their troops, there will be millions of people there. Are they going to kill all of them? Emperor asked Jiriwan to don't be too greedy because he have already permitted his request to kill the calamity. At the same time outside the imperial palace, soldiers were chasing after Zhao Jinyu, Mula Wakshui and Heng Yi. While running with Zhao Jinyu, Heng Yi said he didn't do anything wrong. Why do we need to run too? Zhao Jinyu told Heng Yi to shut up and just keep running. Heng Yi was about to collapse. He said he don't want to run anymore. He can't even run anymore. Many soldiers surrounded them from front. Heng Yi said to Zhao Jinyu that they're done for. There are watchmen in the front too. Zhao Jinyu told Heng Yi that they are not watchmen, they are the Imperial Guard. Those guards surrounded Zhao Jinyu. Heng Yi said it's not that serious enough to deploy the Imperial Guard. Suddenly someone shouted Zhao Jinyu's name. It was Emperor Jisenge. He told soldiers to take him down. Both Mulokshu and Heng Yi were surprised to see Emperor. Soldiers grabbed Zhao Jinyu. He said to Emperor that all he did was fry some fish. There was no need to go that far. Those soldiers forced Zhao Jinyu on knees. Zhao Jinyu again said to Emperor that he just pulled some pranks. Is there a need to make such a big fuss? Emperor looks at Zhao Jinyu angrily. He told guards to imprison Zhao Jinyu in the Imperial clan court. Soldiers were going towards Zhao Jinyu. But suddenly someone shouted at them, telling them hold on. It was Duke Zhao. He asked Emperor to hold on. He said he have something to say. Duke said to Emperor that, no matter how much his son messed around, isn't this a little too much? He said he is sure there's some kind of misunderstanding. Emperor said to Duke that, if all this is a misunderstanding he will act fair and free him. But if it's not, then the Zhao clan will have a second Zhao Wuji. Duke Zhao was too shocked to her that soldiers started dragging Zhao Jinyu away. Zhao Jinyu thought, it's bad. He wasn't able to tell his dad that he left a backup. Zhao Jinyu looks at his dad and thought that, this is not the first time that idiot emperor has tried to set Zhao Jinyu up. It should be fine. But suddenly Zhao Jinyu noticed something Zhao Jinyu didn't understand. Although he caused trouble and was imprisoned in the past. But why this time Duke Zhao almost failed to hold back his killing intent? Zhao Jinyu was praying that his old man don't do something reckless. At the Zhao residence when Duke Zhao got home, housekeeper asked him why did he return so early. Duke didn't reply to him. It's been a while since housekeeper saw the Duke Zhao looking so gloomy. Duke opens a room's door. He remove a painting from the wall. There was hidden switch behind that painting. Duke press on that switch. A hidden passageway appear in front of him. Duke go down there. Duke shouted, old ghost, are you dead? A voice come in Duke's reply, asking him why is he being so noisy for. Did Zhao Wuji finally make a decision? On the other hand, at the palace Emperor was surprised to get the report. He asked that soldier what did he said. That soldier told Emperor that when he get to Imperial Consort Wang's room, at that time, he really didn't see Duke Zhao's son. Emperor called Heng Yi and asked him if he was really with Zhao Jinyu at that time. Heng Yi told Emperor that they were together for at least 2 hours. Emperor looks at Imperial Consort Wang's and thought, why did Consort Wang light the drug? If she didn't see Zhao Jinyu, did she mess up? Suddenly Consort Huang wakes up. Emperor asks her if she sees Zhao Jinyu. Consort Huang said she thinks she did, but the drug was too strong, so she immediately lost consciousness. She said sorry to Emperor. Emperor told her that he is not blaming her. He told Minister Huang Yu to stay back, and he told others to go out together with Eunuch Hai. Minister Huang said to Emperor that he thinks Zhao Jinyu should have arrived here. However, he might have used some kind of plan and taken advantage of the crisis. Emperor angrily asked Minister Huang that, what kind of plan can that debauchee even make? Minister Huang told Emperor that it might not have been planned by Zhao Jinyu. The plan might have been made by the expert behind the Zhao clan. Emperor asked Minister Huang that, isn't he pretty good at deduction? He asked Minister Huang, how should they deal with Zhao Jinyu now? Minister Huang told Emperor to please don't rush, because Zhao clan still doesn't know that Emperor have no evidence. He smiled and said that they can imprison Zhao Jinyu for a while, and plan a trap on top of another. On the other side, Muluoxu was hiding behind a block looking at Imperial clan court. Some guards were guarding it. Zhao Jinyu wants to get in there when she was about to attack. Suddenly she felt someone's presence standing behind herself. Muluoxu quickly turned around to check who is it. It was Eunuch Hai. He greets Muluoxu and asks her if she is trying to help Zhao Jinyu break out. Zhao Jinyu was not in mood to talk to him. She asked him does it matter to him. Eunuch Hai told her that there are a lot of experts within the palace, and 3 armies are waiting for orders. Is she sure she is going to do this? Muluoxu said she have already arranged everything. Eunuch Hai don't need not worry. Eunuch Hai realized that Muluoxu is really fell in love with Zhao Jinyu. Eunuch Hai told Muluoxu that she don't have to do anything, because Zhao Jinyu will be freed after a while. If she try to break him out, she will be charged with the crime of breaking him out instead. Muluoxu asked him what do we mean. Eunuch Hai told Muluoxu that the imperial court is currently lacking evidence. His Majesty captured Zhao Jinyu not because he wanted to kill him. That's all he can tell her right now. And Muluoxu told Eunuch Hai to hold on. She asked him if he is also involved in this trap. Eunuch Hai said he is sure she understands his stance. He got serious and told Muluoxu that if anything he have said to her is a lie, he'll die a million deaths. Muluoxu said fine she would not attack, but she want to meet with Zhao Jinyu at least once. Can he bring her in? While going, Eunuch Hai told Muluoxu that Emperor has ordered them to watch Zhao Jinyu strictly. There's no exception. But he happened to be summoning the guards at the Imperial Clan Court to tell them about the matter regarding imprisonment. He won't know anything if there's anyone who sneaked in during this time. Inside the prison, Zhao Jinyu was lying down on the other. A soldier comes and told other that Eunuch Hai has something to tell them, come quickly. Zhao Jinyu told them don't forget to bring him some delicious food on their way back. At that moment Muluoxu sneak inside the prison. Zhao Jinyu thought it's a guard. He asked him why did he come back so quickly. But to his surprise, the one who is in front of his prison cell is Muluoxu. Muluoxu asked him did he sleep well. Zhao Jinyu asked her why did he come here. He was worried about her. He asked her did they force her to do something. Muluoxu told him they didn't. Zhao Jinyu asked her then, why will they let her come in? Muluoxu lied to Zhao Jinyu telling him that Emperor said their wedding will be postponed, so they let her come in to meet him. Zhao Jinyu said it will most likely get delayed. He said sorry to her. Muluoxu asked him why do he apologizing. She said that if she is the one being imprisoned, Zhao Jinyu also wouldn't mind right. Both of them looks the same when in their previous life Muluoxu was imprisoned and Zhao Jinyu comes to save her. Muluoxu looks the same ask. Zhao Jinyu looks this time. Zhao Jinyu smiles and asks her if she's sure. Muluoxu smiled and said yep, she is sure. Inside the Zhao clan, the hidden expert said to Duke that he have gotten old. He asked Duke why Zhao Wuji didn't come with him. Duke told that man that Zhao Wuji is dead. That man was shocked to hear that. Duke said that year, they almost achieved victory in the battle against the Millennium Demon Kingdom. However, Ji Xinghe suddenly sent out 12 golden plates and asked Zhao clan to withdraw. Wuji was unwilling to fall short so he refused to return. Therefore Duke led a regiment of the army and returned first. But Duke never imagined Ji Xinghe would be so determined that Wuji is going to rebel. Ji Xinghe convinced the 3rd Zhuguo and sent the Zhuguo to kill Zhao Wuji. On his way back, Duje encountered Qing Pingzi who received the information. He told Duke that Emperor is going to kill Wuji. Duke finally reached his destination after sacrificing the 2 horses that died from fatigue. When both of them arrived at the battlefield, they were shocked to see Zhao Wuji was heavily injured. He was too exhausted, but he was still fighting the Zhugo's dog. Duke Zhao called Wuji telling him to hold on. They are coming. When Wuji looks at them, he shouted and told them to look out behind him. Duke turns around and called Qing Pingzi, but to Duke's surprise Qing Pingzi was attacked by a chain spear from behind. That chain tied Qing Pingzi's neck and attacked Duke. Duke was injured in the chest. Then his neck was also got tied by that chain. 3rd Zhuguo was the one who attacked them. He told Duke that he cannot let Duke go there, because Duke's son is having a sacred battle with his children. As adults, they shouldn't disturb them. Duke was trying to untie himself. Duke said to him that his son didn't rebel, please spare him. Zhuguo said to Duke that, of course he know Duke's son didn't rebel. Qing Pingzi asked him that why is he attacking Duke's son. Zhuguo told Duke to look. Duke's son has only recently stepped into the Dan realm. Yet, he can go head-to-head with both of Zhuguo's children, who are half-step into the light immortal realm. He's so outstanding that others can't help but want to destroy him. Zhuguo told Duke that as for both of them, they are merely mediocre at best, so they should just stay down there. Duke started losing consciousness. He told Zhuguo to hold on. He asked him to come back here, but he lost consciousness. When Duke woke up, Wuji had already stopped breathing. All he can do is bring back the heavily injured King Pingzi to the camp. At that time, Duke's wife had just given birth to his youngest son and was weak. After learning the news, she became depressed and left the world soon after. That expert was surprised to hear that even his junior sister Bai Lian is dead. That expert was very angry. He raised his hand asking Duke if he is Duke here to receive death. That expert is the immortal. He grabbed Duke's neck and asked Duke that before he went into seclusion, he told Duke to take good care of them. And this is how Duke did it. Duke asked him to wait. That man said to Duke that Duke can make all the excuses he want when he meet his wife Bai Lian in heaven. Duke said to that expert that he can't die yet. His youngest son, Zhao Jinyu, if going to be killed by Ji Xinghe. When that expert heard that he released Duke Zhao, that expert asked Duke that, his youngest son, how is his strength compared to Wuji? Duke told him that he's stronger than Wuji. That expert told Duke that, in that case, he'll go with Duke. All the things he is protecting gotta have a place to settle. He asked Duke that, there's a lot of prohibition in the Imperial Palace, and there are many Zhuguo. Assuming they succeed after Ji Xinghe is dead, the vassal state in the Millennium Demon Kingdom will surely start attacking. Have Duke Zhao thought this through? Duke said to that expert that, back in that year, he was holding back because his youngest son and daughter were still young. But right now, if he is going to lose another child, what good will peace do? That expert told Duke to let's go kill the emperor and turn the world upside down. When that expert take a step, he told Duke to hold on. That expect that earlier, he thought it was Zhao Wuji's step. It seems like it was Duke's youngest son. That expert called Duke dumbass. He asked Duke that can't he conduct a thorough investigation before taking action. He told Duke that his youngest son has already returned. Duke was surprised to hear that. He said Zhao Jinyu should be in prison right now. That expect said to Duke that, since that youngest son of Duke is stronger than Wuji, let's bring him together to kill Ji Xinghe. Duke asked that expert to wait a second. Let him go and take a look first. Duke told that expert that he never told Zhao Jinyu about Wuji's matter before. He asked that expert to don't tell Zhao Jinyu anything when the two of them meet. He don't want him to carry too much burden. That expert told Duke to scram before he changed his mind and decide to kill Duke Zhao. When Zhao Jinyu arrived at Zhao residence, he thought that he reassured his wife. Still, he better not show himself around her during this period, and regarding Dad's side, he goes to Duke's room door and asks if the old man inside. Duke suddenly opened the door asking Zhao Jinyu how did he come back. But Duke crushed Zhao Jinyu by door. Duke didn't see Zhao Jinyu there. Zhao Jinyu comes behind the door. Duje asked him how did he come back. Weren't he locked inside the Imperial clan court? Zhao Jinyu told Duke that he happened to find a master of disguise who was willing to stay in prison in Zhao Jinyu's stead. He was talking about Blue Sparrow. Duke asked Zhao Jinyu if he is making that person his scapegoat. Zhao Jinyu said no. He told Duke that the Imperial court lacks evidence, so they cannot convict Zhao Jinyu. Before he went with them, he already knew there was some kind of trap. So, he is been cautious. Duke asked him that. Why did he rush to come out then? What if they saw through the double? Zhao Jinyu told Duke to rest assured. That disguise is even more genuine than the original. Zhao Jinyu told Duke that the Hidden Immortal Summit is opening tomorrow. Sister still has to guard the border. They'll need someone to lead the Zhao clan's army during the trip to the Hidden Immortal Summit. Duke asks Zhao Jinyu if he is really going to involve himself in this mess. Zhao Jinyu smiles and told Duke to let's put that aside for now. He asked Duke if he wanted to discuss Ji Xinghe and that old yellow fish. Duke asks Zhao Jinyu to elaborate what do we mean. Zhao Jinyu smiles like a devil on that question.